Thank you for letting me tune in, man. I think I'm gonna go ahead and play some music later because I didn't erase all the music. I just erased the music that she wanted me to play today. You know, women are crazy about the candy Snickers. You know, they like that candy Snickers, and I didn't play it. I would not allow myself to play candy Snickers. A lot of women say that man, I don't know if they had a happy home or I don't know on the census, when it came to their house, did it say, did you ever buy the album Candy Snicker? You know what I'm saying? Because they said they might say it on the census. Were you ever seduced by the singer that sung the song Candy Snickers? You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that, So the reason I didn't play it in our race because I didn't want them to get too far into the fraud and stuff that they do, because there is an awful lot of fraud that goes on in this place. It really is. And I would just like to encourage these younger people, these millennials, when your parents get senile and when they start having dementia and Alzheimer's, that's when you pick up the torch. And you put that seatbelt on. When they're in that rocking chair, you go get that seatbelt and that padlock, and you put that seatbelt on their chest and on their waist and put a padlock around it. And you say, look, you're senile. You're going through Alzheimer's and dementia. You're of age now where I could take you to the nursing home, but instead of taking you to the nursing home, I'm going to put you in your Alzheimer's chair, in your Alzheimer's seat, and you're going to sit here till I get back. Because you make a whole lot of bad decisions, and I'm going to be moving the torch for you. You know what I'm saying? While you sit here and think about it. And I tell you, and tomorrow you're going to forget that I put you in your seatbelt, because that's how bad your Alzheimer's is. You're not going to even remember that you was in a seatbelt for half a day, because that's how bad your Alzheimer's is. And I don't want them to beat you up at the nursing home, because they're going to beat you up. So therefore, I'm going to let you sit here at the house for a while until I get back. Because if you go to Cedar Crest or Blue Ridge, they're going to beat the brakes off of your ass, and you know it. You know what I tell you. Only you know the things that these people are mad at you about. And I don't want to take you down there to Cedar Crest and Blue Ridge where they could do that WWE Raw on your ass all day and all night. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of times it's good, a lot of times instead of that Cedar Crest making all that money off of you, sometimes you want to put them in that seatbelt right in the house. You know what I mean? You stay here till I get back with your bad decision making self. You know what I mean? You too. Ooh, they make some bad decisions. I went to college. I went to college with some boys that they had Alzheimer's when they was like 19 and stuff. Because they act like they don't remember how much trouble they in. They still run around here like we cool or something like that. I ain't lying. I ain't know them boys had Alzheimer's when they was 19. They act like we still friends and cool and stuff. I promise you, man. It's a shame. Alzheimer's is a terrible, terrible. But you have to listen to them on the radio, man. I'm gonna tell you, many times I'm gonna send a letter in to tell ESPN to just send Mina Kimes to APT. Don't let her be on ESPN no more. Send her show somewhere like APT or the digital regular TV. She's not supposed to be at ESPN. Man. Her show is just too goddamn boring. It's too boring, lady. She too corny. She off into that psych department, and it's really, I'm talking about, it's awful, lady. But she's really PT's girlfriend, and them white folks so mad at PT, man. They done got one of his kids and threw the baby. They threw the baby off goddamn the 12th floor. I think it's a game. They got his last baby that was born and threw that baby from South Bend off the 12th floor to the ground, lady. They so mad at that dude, they don't know what to do, lady. So you tell Mina and Kima and whatever they name it to quit playing, man, because them folks ain't playing with you. They ain't joking with you no more. Man. They so tired of you, they don't know what to do, man. Don't you see what Jerry Jones did for you? He told you to pack your stuff and get the hell out of Dallas. You know? They tired of you playing them games, man. I'm trying to tell you. They tired of it. And you know they said that he had assisted somebody in an abortion down here, and it wasn't his baby, just to be low down. Man, they got one of that juggle babies and threw it off the 12th floor later. Hey. So please, PTI, whoever you think you is, man. You know, they got several warrants for your arrest in Indiana, and they say you can act like you're not gonna come up there to pay them too. They said just keep acting like you ain't coming back. Just keep acting like you can just stay away from justice and peace. They need you at the Peace and Justice Center in South Bend right now to pay them capers and them tickets you owe them. You and Mina Kine. Yeah. So I know he got a real bad headache when they throw that baby off. I mean, I got a headache when I seen that shit. I was like, ooh, Lord. Goddamn, I don't know what Romo did this time, but it had to be bad, like. I don't know what he done got into this time, but it got to be real bad. It got to be bad when they get to that point right there. It's real bad. It's really bad. You know he the type of dude that leave you, and he'll put tickets in folks' name. He that type of dude. Where his credit? Give me that debit card. Let me see your driver's license. He that type of dude. You know what I mean? Then he got them poor white folks in the psych department fighting for him. We'll help you, pretty Tay. We'll help this nigga look bad so we can make you look good. We're with you. Man, them white folks in Indiana ain't playing with his ass. I don't know what the hell he did, but he pushed it to the limit this time. But yeah, you know something where they say this is not suitable for all audiences. It really ain't, lady. And I think they said they put the baby right there. They said put the baby right there by the window. You know, they said tie the baby down. Nah, don't tie it down. Just let it sit there. And they said, somebody said, man, you know that window ain't closed. He said, yes, it is. That window is closed. And they took a picture, said, look. They said, who baby this is? They said, all them people said, you know who baby that is. I'm talking about, as soon as they said the baby fell backwards, lady. They got down 12 flights. See what I'm saying, Lena? So praise, lady, man. If anybody here can find Mr. Montana, please tell him to call the show, him and Mina, and what do they have to say about it, man? What do you have to say about that, man? Are you going to go to Indiana and fight for your rights? You know what I'm saying? Because to me, I ain't never got in no trouble in Indiana. You know? I ain't never left there owing nobody nothing. I ain't never used nobody's driver's license and said somebody will pay it, but it won't be me. I never did nothing like that. But if I could get Mina Kims and Romo to call me, I want to see what type of revenge they gonna get for that. Cause that, man, that's bad. Man, that's horrific. That's type of stuff be on Ripley's Believe It or Not, or the most horrific video of all time. That might be one of them. Yeah. I'm gonna say that might be the most horrific video I ever seen. I ain't never seen nothing like that. Like, a baby that was just born, they do it like that. Lord have mercy. Ooh, that was crazy. But they probably say, look at here, Romo, you don't have to pay your ticket. We gonna continue to do stuff like this to you and yours. Ooh, hey. Ooh, I bet he had a heart attack when he seen that, man. You can just keep going stealing Nardo stuff like he owe you something, you know what I mean? Hey, Lord have mercy. See what I mean? I'll tell you, I know. I tell you. But just like Mariah Carey said, I might not love you, but somebody, you'll always be their baby, you know what I mean? And I always remember that. I might not really like you, but you'll be somebody's baby. You know what I mean? And I'd like you to call me and tell me what you think about the civil rights moving back to Selma. Because please, Mina Kimes and Romo, call me. Tell me, what do you think? What do you have to say? You know, about using people's driver's license and stuff, and getting them in trouble with the courts to where they could get locked up for a long time just because you want to ride and smoke, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Stuff like that, you know what I mean? I'm gonna tell you, even Noriega got rules. Noriega, you know what I'm saying? He lived by principles, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, even Al Pacino lived by principles, man. There's just certain things you don't do to people, man. You know what I mean? You understand what I'm saying? They know that, man. But I tell you, as long as you got a whole lot of thugs and people that don't care, man, as long as you don't run out of money, you know what I'm saying, you'll continue to do the crimes and stuff that you do until nobody can take it no more. I can guarantee you that. As long as you got supporters and people that said they don't care how much bad that you do, until it comes to a screeching halt, you're going to be able to do it. That's just something that we can't really change. You know, they might look at me at Walmart and say, we know that we've been taking advantage of you, but we're going through a shortage of food now. We need money. But like, look, man, I mean, hey, man, I mean, if you can't stop people from stealing, I'm going to have to keep it at a minimum, man, you know what I mean? So I can eat tomorrow, you know what I mean? If you're going to continue to let people snatch money off of people's debit card and you act like you don't know what happened to it, there's nothing you can do about it, then I can only just do a day, one day at a time, sweet Jesus, you know? That's all I can do. You know? And if you ever want to have an abundance of food, you know, like we used to, then you got to make a judgment and say, look, Nardo, we sorry, man. We gonna we got to make an adjustment and return these things that we've stolen from you. You know? If you don't, it's always gonna be like that. God damn it, we need bread and cheese and milk. You know what I mean? And nobody can really hear you. You know? All they can hear is that, goddamn, the last time I checked the balance on my debit card, you took my money off of it. You know? That's the only thing I can hear. You know what I'm saying? You know, just saying, like, man, sad, but it's true. Like, it really is sad, but, you know, I ain't gonna lie to you, like, I'm gonna tell you something, lady. You know, when you start playing with death and those death jokes, it ain't no joke now. People get mad. They get mad I'm talking about, when you don't consider their life to be valuable, they retaliate like that. You know what I mean? That's just what they do. Like, I'm gonna make you goddamn honor my goddamn, you know what I mean? And those are the things that they do. So I can tell you, don't imitate me, ladies and gentlemen. Don't imitate me, because, you know, I have a reason for the things I do. A reason for the season, baby, man. But you just being mad for no reason. I'm gonna take your debit card from you. I'm gonna take your driver's license from you for no reason at all. You know what I'm saying? You have to think, ladies and gentlemen. So please, start thinking. And let's tune in to Brother Beige. We got to tune in to Brother Beige more often. It's very cool and calm.